background. I'd like to call myself a Fintech and Payment enthusiast and advocate here in Nepal. And I have been in this payment and fintech industry in Nepal for more than a decade. And I have been working with various companies like all the eWallets and the banks in cooperation with them to push the fintech movement ahead. And I'd like to start with a small question. How many of you like going to banks? Nobody? How many of you like doing payments? Nobody? Do you like doing payments, sir? You do like payments. I hate doing payments. Yeah. I hate doing payments. I hate going to banks. It's not convenient. It's not convenient. So today customers are increasingly comparing the local payment solution that we have here to the likes of Facebook, Google, and Amazon. And we are, like, there was a lot of discussion regarding infrastructure. We are not there yet. But people won't understand this. The customer won't understand this. They will always compare us to the likes of those giants. What are we doing? So let me get to the depth of it. How did digital payments evolve here in Nepal and globally? So first there was a barter system. I think everybody knows. Then there were coins, cash, and then there were checks, then there were cards, and then there were e-wallets and QR and NFC and all those things that are popping up every day. So what drove these change? What is the single factor that is driving this change? Can anybody tell me? What drove this change? It's just convenience. People want convenience over anything. They want it to be, everything to be fast, quick, and convenient. They don't want the hassle. So what really makes a payment happen? These are the ABCs of payment. First there is authentication, then there is a balance, that is amount to be paid, and there is the checkout mode. These three things, ABCs of payments, are what makes a payment happen. But in Nepal, you will see that all these three things happen simultaneously at the same time. Just imagine you go to a restaurant, you order your food, you eat your food, you go, at the time of checkout, you give them your card. At that point, you are authenticated. At that point, you are charged. If we just take out one thing out of this equation, it becomes really fantastic. It becomes convenient. Just for example, we have a CEO of Payla Technology here. Let's suppose we have a robot there who can do a facial identification of the customer. Your authentication is done. And we have the billing system that is in the cloud. When you are on the go, you are eating something, it's being synced with you effortlessly. And when you just walk out of the restaurant, your payment is done. Won't that be a very good experience? Will that be more convenient to us or the current model? I think everybody will agree with me that that is much more convenient. It's like I never paid anything. I just went there, ate, and went out. That's the convenient I want. I'm a lazy person. I want that convenience. I think most of you will agree with me that the more convenient we make the payment, the more digital we'll go. We're talking about transactions are not digital, transactions are very less digital, where cash is this and that and blah and blah. But that is not the truth. We're not doing enough. We're not pushing enough this bar. We're not raising the bar enough. We have to think. We have to rethink the morality. I think one of the speakers was telling that we are just whitewashing the current scenario and giving them a mobile phone and thinking it's digital. It's not digital like that. We have to rethink the whole process. And same goes in the payment. What is the problem? There is no automation in payment. I have to pay electricity bill, I have to do it every month, manually. I have to pay my card fee, I have to do it monthly, manually. I have to pay my school children's school fee, I have to do it manually, every day, every month. That can be scheduled, that can be automated, but that is not being automated. Not in the enough level that we want. And we're talking about there is no digital transaction here in Nepal. That's not the truth. I beg to differ. This is one of the most conflicting things I come across with my colleagues. I tell them that customer education is eating up a lot of your budget. See, there are IMEPAY, there are Khalti, there is eSeva, there is other blind, this bank, that bank. They are offering a wide range of services. Let's suppose I am a general customer. If everybody comes to me and tells me this is how my my application works, this is how we do things, and another comes, then it again tells me that the same thing differently. At the end of the day, I'm going to switch back to cash. Rather than doing that, if we educate customer to make these things seamless, in one single shot, you have your business, you have your customer educated, you have your customer retained. Yeah. It's repetitive. That's why I hate payments, at least in Nepal. I have to do it again and again. And most stress that I want to give is the effort-based payment. All the payment that you see here in Nepal are effort-based. There are two types of payment. One is effortless, another is effort-based. QR payment, card payment, this payment, that payment, whatever you see here, all of those are effort-based. Whereas me as a customer, I want a rich experience. I want to go to a shop, I want to buy that shirt. I want that rich customer experience with that fancy shop. I don't want to have the hassle of payment. I don't want to be educated like that. So effortless payment, fit and forget. This is the way forward. Or that's what I advocate. To go ahead, effortless payment or seamless payment or whatever you say, frictionless payment, that is the way to go forward. I'll give you some example. Uber. I think most of you here have heard about Uber. What happens in Uber when you sign up, you download the app, you just fill in your name, then you put in your account details or bank card, whatever country you are on, and then you close the app. Whenever you need the ride later on, what happens is you just call the cab, you hop in, you get your destination, you hop out, finish. Where is the payment? It's being done in the background. And the customer experience there, fantastic. And that's where we should go. Otherwise, there's no digital transformation. Another example I'd like to give you is Netflix. Netflix is a subscription-based service. There you go, watch a movie, you just select a plan. Let's say $9.99, and you are charged on that day that you have picked up, and you are charged monthly. And you just go on and watch your Netflix whenever you want. You don't have to go through the hassle of payment, doing it manually every time. I'll give you the same example in case of Nepal. The same example I gave you in case of Uber can be replicated in Tutal. It's a ride-sharing service. Here in Nepal, they do bike ride sharing, but has it been done? No. And we talk about we don't have enough digital transactions. This home, just like Netflix, we can schedule the payment for this home. You are bound to pay for the DTH. You are bound to pay for the ISP. You are bound to pay for the school fee of your children. That can be scheduled. Has it been done? No. and we talk about there's no digital transactions. So, coming back to my point, what effortless payment does give you, it gives you advanced business analysis. You know for sure how much business you are going to do in next 12 months. On the start of January, you know how much you are going to do business in December. That's a quite rich experience in a business perspective. You can plan your budget, you can plan your spending. Ease to customer. If you really think, everybody here says that we are doing this for the user customer, but we are not making things easy for the customer. We are making things easy for us. Another thing is digital payment. Everybody here is trying to push the digital payment industry, and this will be one of the fantastic way to do it. Higher user retention. As you can see, there is no need to make the payment repetitive. You have a lot of consumer on board. You are getting a lot of transactions. Your user is retained. And user experience. This is one of the most important things that you will get. The user experience in your application, in your offering, your product, it will be grand. So, to conclude all this, I would like to say that it's not about B2B, B2C or C2C anymore. It's about B2Me or hyper-personalization that I say. It's about B2Me now, today. Thank you.